Hi Sagittarius. I've been fiddling with the video and the microphone and all that. I've temporarily given up on the microphone, so you're going to hear some dogs barking. But I'm going to work it out, I swear it. I am, but it just kind of sounds too echoey to me and almost too loud because I have a soft voice and I like having a soft voice. It's kind of my trademark, so yeah, we'll see. So, Sag, thank you so much for all the kind commentary over the weekend. I really appreciate it. Of course, have no intention of giving up on this channel. I didn't come this far to quit. And we Sagittarians, we don't quit. No, don't stop, won't stop. And by the way, all is well. Okay. So I channeled a song for y'all. Well, I didn't really channel it, but I asked for it in my shuffle when I was thinking about Sagittarius. And the song that came on was What Goes Around Comes Around by Justin Timberlake. So I don't know what that means to you. It could be just finding out something that someone did that they maybe tried to hide from you. I don't know, but let's get on with it. This reading is about, just kind of give you a heads up for the week ahead. And after I do the general reading, I will touch a little bit on relationships and love, briefly. And because I kind of feel like you may not even be thinking about it right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess some people aren't going to want to hear that. Of course, we're always thinking about love, right? But it very much feels like there may be a relationship specifically that you're detaching from. Especially if there are people in your life who seem to engage in relationships in terms of what they can get. I feel like you might be detaching from that energy. Because any Aquarius energy, they all have their own way of doing things, right? And Aquarius is very much about the greater good. And what's good for everyone. They kind of think in a broader scale. So I feel like you may be detaching from people who tend to think of themselves. And maybe even, because status here, it kind of represents relationships, maybe a new relationship or something that was different, a relationship you had that normally maybe you wouldn't have. Maybe it's kind of out of character, but I feel like you are pulling yourself back from it. I do really feel like you are feeling this energy of not being able to mesh with this person. It could be that they think about money more than you do, or that, they approach like relationships from a point of gain. What can I get from it? And I feel like you're trying to detach yourself from those kind of people. And I feel like you've definitely, because under the deck we have the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Lovers. This is really about your foundation and what you stand on, Sag. Because there's just a difference between you and some people in terms of what you stand on, what you align with, because that is definitely the Lovers too. And although these may be people you care about, I feel like you're just feeling like the best thing for you is to move forward. Because there's something about it that kind of doesn't mesh with your foundation. And your foundation are, the beliefs that you're grounded in. So I feel like that might be important for you to know. But you're going to be probably feeling it and wanting to go your own way, because that's not the way you think. And so, because it's also sitting in your self-care, like denial and declutter, like this may have been people you didn't want to get rid of or move on from. You didn't want to, but on some level you were in denial about whether it was healthy for you or not. but you are really getting in touch with that, on a broad, more general scale. This is what you're thinking about. This is the self-care you're giving yourself right now. And that is, you know, phasing out things that aren't good for you and being honest with yourself about it so that you can have space for what is. And just, it doesn't make people bad or situations bad, just bad for you. So, it could be a good opportunity to really think about the values. What are your foundational energies, Sag? To be quite honest, what are they? It could tell you what you need to back up from, right? And the energy that's surrounding you this week is nice. It's confidence and courage. Definitely focusing more on yourself, believing in yourself, even though you have, and this is like forging forward by yourself, which we have seen. It doesn't mean that you're not involved with people or other people aren't on your path, but this is really believing in yourself. And we have seen that, and maybe we're still going through completion energy. Maybe we're still finding out who's on our path and who's not on our path. And I feel like this is hard. It's always hard. We don't want to lose people, but I feel like we're just in this place where we're discovering, first of all, what we stand on kind of is telling, it really is. So the good news is you're really powerful this week. Like, for some, you could be getting a promotion, right? Getting more money. I feel like we're getting more money. I feel like, and it's really like, it's the more you call your power in, the more you move in that value energy, it's like the further you're going to go, is what it's telling you, even financially. Sovereignty is, it's a complicated energy, but this is definitely about calling your own power. You are a leader. I mean, and it is telling you that by doing all this, by even, exiting out the clutter, this only helps you. And it will help you success-wise too. So yeah, I love this. This is like really receiving rewards for the work that you've done, particularly the way you have led. I love it. And I feel this energy very strong for like entrepreneurs, because I am because I am. I mean, I feel like you're at this point, even in terms of money, where you're only investing in things that are going to last, right? And this is your strategy. And so it is affecting like literally everything, right? What am I aligned with? What is really important to me? What is my foundation, right? And so now you're thinking, and that's all part of it. We get rid of things so we can figure out what's going to last or what we want to last. And that seems to be really important to you, Sag. Next level energy, y'all. I love it. I love it. Yeah, you are really, freedom is here with timing and honesty. I feel like it's like really time. It may have been really time to break free of certain things and certain people, Sag. And I do feel like that's something that you didn't want to face, maybe. You didn't want to face, but with the Five of Wands energy there's a big disconnect. There's a big disconnect with certain things, certain people specifically, especially if there were people that moved in ego or, it doesn't need to be that for sure. But it kind of says that you and these people just don't agree on things. You don't see things the same way. And ultimately, it always ends up in a conflict. And so I feel like you're making the decision from your heart and your head to say, just hell no. No, no shade. No. Because you're thinking about yourself, and, you definitely are confident that you made the right move. And the universe is telling you it was the right move. It was the right move for you personally. So, onward and upward, Sagittarius. Let's talk about your energy. You are something, Sag. Yeah, I feel like you are more focused on being happy, okay? With the sun, we love the sun, right? And with the Knight of Swords, it's like you're not going to let anything stand in the way of that. You're not going to let anything stand in the way of happy relationships, happy abundance, and this has meant a shift in the relationships in your life. You have probably been, facing some truths and some realities, and, that's cool, right? That's cool. And it could be something that someone said really, led the charge in this situation. It could be, and what's unavoidable this week is the same thing. 8 of Cups reversed with Judgment is like you knew that you would eventually have to walk away. You knew it. And you probably were putting it off to try and see if it would get better. Which on some level is just not facing the truth, but you've made the decision. You don't want to be in this energy anymore, the Two of Pentacles. In some ways, it kind of, it created a wishy-washiness in your energy. You went back and forth about it, and that can put you in a limbo, and you just aren't about that. Okay? All right. So how you can get ready is, try not to think about it too much, because, whenever we close a cycle, and even when we're leaving relationships behind and such, it can cause this energy where it makes you feel alone, right? 9 of Swords. It makes you feel alone. I don't think that you're... I don't think that you are thinking you didn't do the right thing. I just think that it causes a lonely energy, a feeling of loss, and Spirit wants you to see it as an opportunity for new adventures, an opportunity where you'll start looking for the doors instead of just being content in situations that really weren't for you, right? And it took you a while to see that with the moon. And the moon is also a fear of the unknown, It's a fear of the unknown, and we all have that. But be excited. Take a few risks, Sagittarius. And don't get caught up in what you may have lost, right? Think about what you gained. Think about where you're going. Think about what your dream life is going forward. Think about what you're calling in opposed to thinking what you let go of. Because there may be this feeling like inside you, like, oh, gosh, is it always going to be this way? Am I always going to have to do this, right? Well, no, Sag, you won't. Because you're kind of setting yourself up for things that you want to last. But we all got to declutter, y'all. We all have to. So I love that for you. And we're going to take a look and see what we can see about relationships. Now, this will be the relationships around you. Gosh, I'm sorry. So here's one thing. The behind the scenes energy. You may be finding something out about someone who is not telling the truth. So, bankrupt screenshot, fake smiles, uninterested in romantic love affair. It feels like someone may have been pretending to have a lot more or doing a lot better than they actually are, but it feels like you're getting evidence or finding out that that's fake, and probably a lot about them is fake. Even if, like, it's that they complain that they don't have anything, that's fake. Whatever it is, some fakeness is being exposed to you, Sag, about someone you were considering a relationship with. And so, you know, I feel like you're deciding no. It could also be that let's see. It could be that they are, this could be also someone who doesn't tell the truth. It feels like they don't tell the truth about what they have or their financial status. But it completely turns you off. And it isn't the fact that they have this or don't have that. What turns you off is the fakeness. Of course, Sagittarius likes authenticity. You know, we just do. We don't care, whatever the truth is, we want to know it, right? So let's see what's going on. What may be going on in relationships this week for you, Sag? Now we're going to take a look at the relationships around you. Could mean your friends, your co-workers, your fam, and then a quick look at romance. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, right? But we're going to do a little bit. We're going to do a little bit. I feel like this is sad note, sad. I don't know what that's about. Side note energy, because I feel like you're kind of more in this clearing energy, to be honest, but, fight me. Okay, Sagittarius. Oh, wow. Someone's thinking about you, Sag. But they're in shadow energy. They're kind of going through an awakening, so I wouldn't go near that person. I feel like when people are going through awakening, and especially awakening to their shadow side, that's like that whole steer clear energy for me. So what's going on in the relationships around Sagittarius this week? The relationships around a lesson. All right. You learned a lesson with someone. Oh, here we go with the shadow. It feels like mirroring energy. Oh, okay. This was with someone, whoever. It may be that person from the general reading that you're leaving behind. But whatever happened, it has made them see some things about themselves that are not so pretty. And they're trying to be better, move on. They're pretty sad about the situation. Yeah, they are. But with unfinished business, I mean, there's a possibility it could come back together later. This person feels like you don't understand how they feel, and they don't really understand. It's funny because they don't even know if there's anything left. They probably want to talk, but who knows how you feel about that, Sag. So show me romance. Romance for Sagittarius. Romance. Ugh. So if you're in a mirroring relationship, right? You're both getting a lot of clarity, but definitely the other person, they know they didn't appreciate you. They also kept a lot of secrets, and you probably know that already. But they have never felt this kind of chemistry with anyone else. Okie dokie. I feel this is you. You feel like you're not going to chase this person, Sag. I mean, there's a lot that you miss about this person. But they sabotaged it. Let's see what this unexpected outcome is. I don't know. I feel like you kind of expected things to go better and they didn't. What's this unexpected outcome? Unexpected outcome. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you're changing roles. You're becoming, like if you were the chaser, you're becoming the runner. If you were the runner, you're becoming the chaser. Because now what I feel like, especially if this person is making a reappearance, you're not sure you want it. You know, you're not sure you want it. Because this person cared about what other people thought. And Sagittarius doesn't, right? And you're kind of feeling like it's too late. Yeah, it's like you feel like it's too late, but there's a mending energy here, which I feel like your person has a lot of regrets, and they feel like you are their destiny. So, my goodness. So let's see what this person's going to do. So these feel like two different situations to me, Sag. They really do. So let's take a look. So tell me about this soul contract, this unfinished business. Will Sagittarius talk to this person? Because that first situation doesn't feel romantic to me. Tell me about the soul contract. Oh my goodness. Judgment. Definitely was a relationship you learned a lot from. And it really had to do with standing up for yourself. Maybe even finding your voice, Sagittarius, but definitely boundaries. Or, you know, maybe that energy of, you know, being afraid to express your truth. Or being afraid of change. 10, 10, 10. Yeah, you were supposed to end this. You were supposed to end it. This is a completion, which is leading you towards your destiny. And it has a lot to do with fighting for yourself, Sag. So I know that this other person doesn't understand it, but you were supposed to do that. Yep, Ace of Wands. Temperance. And it's time, right? Yep, it was time for you to move on, Sag, to other things. Wow, okay. So let's see this second situation. This person who wants to mend things. Show me the runner chaser. The runner chaser. 8 of Wands. Oh, yep, communication. 5 of Swords. Runner chaser. Oh boy. Okay, Sag. They're telling you that I would expect communication pretty soon from this person. They understand that they ruined things, and they have feelings for you, and they want to definitely repair this. Why is the Hierophant here? The Hierophant. Yeah, they want to fix things. They're saying they learned their lesson, Sag. Let's put the past behind us and start over. And 2 of Swords. You're just not sure if it makes you happy anymore. Or if you want it. Which makes sense if you're becoming the runner. It might be that energy of just too much happened, you know? My goodness. Oh, this person's pretty determined. Knight of Swords. 5 of Cups. 6 of Wands. Pentacles, the Tower. The Knight of Wands. Like, this person's determined to talk to you. If I'm being honest. They're determined to talk to you. And you may tell them you don't have anything to say. You don't have anything to talk about. What happened happened. What was done. I'm moving forward. And, you know, I feel like this was definitely a person who didn't take action in the past. Because all of a sudden they're showing up in a lot of action energy. And they're saying they've changed. They're not this person anymore. And they want to work on things. They want to make things happen. And if you don't talk to this person, it kind of feels like they're not going to give up. Like they're going to keep pushing. Either in terms of communication. You know, I don't really see them showing up at your house, but they're doing something unexpected, Sag, with the Tower. Okay, Sagittarius, my goodness. All right, so let's see what your mindful message is. Mindful message for Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius's mindful message, Spirit? Oh, that's too much. You in your head, Sag. New adventures, Sag. Today I open myself up to new adventures. I go out and do something I've been holding back from. I move through fear rather than let it control me. I trust my intuition and follow my desires. Okay, Sagittarius. Doodles.